Hey everybody, it's Caleb Curry here with Caleb Curry Reports and Predicts. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you want more election coverage for 2020 and beyond, be sure to hit like and subscribe to keep up with my content. So today we're going to go over the Minnesota State Senate. Now, for a lot of my viewers out there, a lot of people um, outside their state, they don't really pay attention to governor's races. Some probably governor's races, but a lot less when it comes to state legislative races. Now, the reason state legislative races are so important, especially this year, is for redistricting, as they will be drawing the congressional lines and their state legislative lines for the next 10 years in most of these states, not all these states. But it's also important to see a trend, because if a state is trending one way in the state legislature, eventually that trend will become a for the federal elections as well. And we see that in Minnesota. Now, in 2010 and in 2016 were the only times that they had won the state legislature there. Uh, and so, and some people are saying, well, that sounds kind of weird because it's every 4 years. But Minnesota has weird terms actually in their state senate. What they do is they do 2, 4, 4. So the first year of the decade, they serve a 2-year term. Then the next 8 years of the decade, it's 4-year terms, and then they start over. Um, Now, what Minnesota also practices, and when we go later on we'll do the Wisconsin State Senate and the Arizona State Senate as well. They have a practice, it's called nesting, and that's where uh, seat, uh, state legislative districts are inside the state Senate district. So in Minnesota, for every state Senate district, it is divided, and there are two state house districts that sit in that state senate district. So let's do a quick overview of Minnesota, and then we'll go over 21 races. Now, 12 of these will be what I classify as lean races. They lean to one party or the other. It's usually within 10 or 11 points, but the reason that I pointed that out is some of them, 7, 8 points, but even the ones that are larger, if a party has a swing year, a wave year, a big wave year in their favor, a lot of those lean seats will be gobbled up, and it does go into my calculation. Um, and then they have 9 swing races, so there's 21 races we'll look into. As you can see, according to 270 to win, they have Minnesota as a tilt blue state. We'll come back at the end, and I will give my prediction on that. As you can see here, there's 35 Republicans and 32 Democrats currently. So the Republicans actually do control the Minnesota Senate, but the Democrats control the Minnesota uh, House of Representatives. Now, as we're going, this is the 2016 results. And if we come down here, we're going to come down to our first District 2, which is our first lean district. It's a Democrat lean district, and the last election it was 56 to 43. So the Democrats should hold on to that seat, but that's just one that I have marked as a lean. Um, and if we go down to District 4, again, it's another lean seat held by the Democrats. They should be able to hold. Now we're going to go here to the bottom to where we can see. I'm on Ballotpedia, and I'm also on the Minnesota election website. They're both really good. Let's see if Ballotpedia. Sometimes they have a map. I was looking for a map so we could kind of visualize these districts. If I go back one, we can find a map here. As I'm talking, these lean districts, these are probably not districts that are going to be changing hands, but what they will do, like I said, in a swing year. So it is very important to keep these. Let's see. Oh, we're having problems with the map. That's all right. Uh, we will go back to their elections because we'll just go back here. And so then as we see the next district, District 5, is that's a Republican seat, but it's a swing. It's our first swing we come to, and that's State Senator Justin Eckhorn barely defeated Tom Saxhog, and uh, so that's going to be a very close district right there, and these swing districts are very important because obviously they will. These swing districts, if you're keeping up with it on election night, will give you a good indication, obviously, but also that's why these lean districts are so important because they will kind of give you a idea as well. And as we can see, Justin Eckhorn is um, seeking re-election. And then our next one, if we go down here to District 11, and this is a Democrat lean district. Again, if you look at these lean districts and one party is doing 4 or 5 points better consistently, that means those lean districts, those swing districts will probably go that way as well. Now we go to District 14. That's a Republican seat there, and it had a good libertarian presence, 5%, almost 5.5% in 2016. That helped, but we go here on District 14. We look and we see that Jerry Ruff is seeking re-election, and so so this is going to be a key one to watch as well. And then if we go to District 20. This is a Republican-held swing district as well, so that's going to be very close. It was 52-48 last time, and then 21, 26. These next two districts, District 21 and 26, are both Republican-held lean, and they're about between 8 and 10 points apiece. So. Again, we need to be looking these and see where they're going on election day. Now, District 27 is a Democrat-held lean district. And then if we go to 36, District 36, we could see again this is a Democrat-held seat, but it is a swing district. So, and then District 37 is as well. Both of these districts were about 51-49. If you do do the rounding, I'm a big rounder on elections because when you get into 0.3, 0.5, 0.6, it's hard. So I like to round up and down so people can kind of get an idea. Now, if we go down here to District 42, it's a Democrat lean, and then 44 is a Republican-held swing district. So that will be very important one to watch. It was within a point last time. And if you go to District 48, that's a Democrat-held swing district, again within about, it was about 51-49 there. So again, very important. Then Districts 49 and 51 are Democrat-held swing districts. So, these are districts, they're about 10 points, 8, 9, 10 points. So the Democrats should hold on to these seats, but these are just ones, again, keep a watch on. Now, District 53 is a Democrat-held swing district. So again, now that's about a less than a point. So that is a very important one to watch as well. Now, the rest are all District 56, District 54, District 57, 50 are all swing districts, one held by a Republican, which is and the rest are held by Democrats. And then we go down here to District 58. This is within a point as well, another swing district held by the Democrats. As you can tell, there is 67 total seats. So, in order to have a majority, the Democrats need to pick up. The Democrats need, so you need 34 seats for a majority. So the Democrats need to pick up 2 seats. The Republicans can lose a seat and they will still have the majority. So this is a battleground race, as we said, and I actually will go here and I'll explain my prediction. I actually do think that the Republicans will hold on to the Minnesota Senate, and here's why. If we look at this, the Republicans hold 4 swing seats, and they have 4 lean Republicans. The Democrats hold on to 5 swings and 8 leans. So if the Democrats win all their swing seats, they win, let's say they win those, or let's say the Republicans win those 5 Democrat swing seats, and the Democrats win all the Republican swing seats, the Republicans still would, they would net 1 seat and still win a majority. So because of that, I think Minnesota is going to be close. But in Minnesota, I think it has a Republican trend. I think Trump will win there. I think they'll win the U.S. Senate race in Minnesota, and I think that they will keep the Minnesota Senate. So, I feel like Minnesota has a bit of a shift towards Republicans in it. So I'm going to just go ahead with that. They had some special elections in 2018. The Republicans were able to hold on to those. So I'm very confident about Republicans holding on to Minnesota. Now, as we will go over Wisconsin, Arizona, North Carolina, Connecticut, and New Hampshire Senate races, state Senate, and we'll also do some state House races. So if anybody has any suggestions, you can go ahead and drop it in the comment section. So we really plan to do these state legislative battleground races. I've done a lot of work for you guys. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you could hit like and subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you and have a great day.